Singletasking. Do you talk on the phone and check your emails at the same time? Do you make 2 presentations in one go? Are you completing more than one file? Are you on your BlackBerry, even while driving? If the answer to these is yes, then you're multitasking. Multitasking, in simple words, is doing too many things at one time. When most people refer to multitasking, they mean simultaneously performing 2 or more things that require mental effort and attention. Fulfilling all of your schedules and handling every task at once is a myth. Still, you can't become a professional by multitasking. A lot of people believe getting the job done quickly is smart work. In reality, finishing the work flawlessly without any form of compromise is truly hard work and smart work. Research reveals that over 87% of deaths are caused by accident, and distractions have always and will ever remain the #1 cause of industrial and home accidents. Not focusing on a single task at a time doesn't only leave you wavering in all of your tasks, it opens up various kinds of accidents which could incur great losses. Multitasking isn't the answer to a hectic life. Quite the contrary, it can even be fatal. Multitasking simply means you aren't attracted or fascinated by what you do. You aren't focused on the task at hand. You have a divided attention, and when you do, you know you can't do your current task perfectly. If you're simply attracted by everything, then you aren't attracted by anything. Attraction is the first element of professionalism. Giving what you do all your attention and being. Being ready to sacrifice everything else for what you do. Give your entire being to whatever you decide to do. One of the best ways to live a happy and fulfilling life is the ability to wholly immerse yourself in whatever you choose to do. Multitasking kills. Indeed, multitasking causes the death of thousands of people as well as economic damages accounting to billions every year. For example, did you know that distracted driving, such as driving while texting or talking on the phone, is the second leading cause for accidents after driving under the influence? In fact, the American Automobile Association, AAA, recently discovered that about 67% of all American drivers use their phones while behind the wheel. As a result, tens of thousands of people are dying as an immediate consequence of people trying to pay attention to too many things at once. Multitasking is not an option. While multitasking, your mind is diverted from deep thoughts that could help you handle the most critical issues. People involved in multitasking find every challenge as big as a mountain they could never climb. Instead of focusing on the challenge and looking deep into finding the best ways to overcome it, they feel that doing something else that'll take their mind off the problem is the best thing to do, and they give it a shot. They're often overwhelmed with every little challenge they face in life. You've done that enough, and it's time to break free from your multitasking. Become carefree like children. Prioritize your tasks and give all your being to everything you undertake until it's completed. Multitasking will divert your mind from deep research and thoughts. An unsettled mind prevents you from digging deep and gaining a nuanced and balanced view of the issues you face. It's therefore essential to take the time for self-reflection without the distraction of outside influences. I'm tired, I'm fatigued, and I'm a little sick. I'm grumpy, I'm negative, and I blame multitasking. You want to be more productive? Stop multitasking. The concept of multitasking sounds great in principle, but in real-life scenarios it fails miserably. Being able to perform multiple tasks concurrently makes you sound like a workaholic who whizzes through their tasks at the speed of light, but often the real result is just substandard performance and failure to keep up with all the tasks, the complete opposite of what it is supposed to do. The way out. Planning. One task at a time. Work on a single task until completion, ignoring all interruptions, other work, and that little itch to be a go-getter or multitasker. Let yourself get stuck onto your work with all of your focus, and you'll be amazed at the productivity you can produce. And when that single task is finished, you move on to the next most important task on your list. Simple. Prioritize. Prioritizing your tasks is the most essential thing after planning. You may plan your tasks, but what if you don't prioritize them? If you don't prioritize your tasks, you might spend more time on less important tasks, and might get less time to those which are important. Prioritizing helps to give sufficient time to each task and avoid multitasking. It also keeps you away from workload stress. Say no to unwanted things. Minimize the distraction as much as possible while working. Checking mail, fidgeting with mobile phones, surfing the net is not required when you're doing an important task. Doing one task at a time will not only maintain the speed, but also accuracy while performing the task. For example, a presentation made in a hurry will not only lack focus, but will also miss quality. Set deadlines. Every task has a deadline. If it's not completed on time, that leads you to finish it in a rush for some other task. Avoid such situations and set deadlines for all of your tasks. Also, while completing the task, avoid procrastinating. Know your limits. Many times, people tend to multitask, not because they don't plan or prioritize, but because of certain situations which demand action. Don't take responsibility for things if you're not able to complete them with your full focus and attention. Reject multitasking. Accept singletasking. Remember, it's not unproductive to set aside some time solely for the purpose of reflection. Who knows, maybe you'll even have an aha moment and find the solution to something that's been bothering you for a while. Contrary to popular belief, the key to being more productive is not filling your work schedule and tackling everything at once. Rather, you should single task or prioritize your tasks and work through them one at a time with focus and tranquility.